Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. This segment will be called Remember the Name, Joe. Obviously, we've done this segment before, Remember the Name, last week with Gerard Deulofeu. Now, Deulofeu was quite a good player at Everton, whereas Joe, on the other hand, wasn't so good, and he wasn't there nearly as long either. Obviously, he had a decent loan spell. What was it? I'll just get a stats up from that loan spell in the 2008-2009 season. I think he came at the start of February, weirdly enough, and scored 5 goals in 12 Premier League appearances, including 2 against Bolton, I think, in the same game. Yeah, on his debut, yeah. Obviously looked quite promising at that time. Got 2 assists that season as well. Man City didn't want him. They sent, we got him on a permanent from Man City that next season. In that summer, he came on a permanent. He made 15 Premier League appearances without a goal. I think he scored in the group stages in Europe against Athens, but he didn't get a Premier League goal. Made 2 assists in the Premier League, but apart from that, when we signed him on a permanent, he was pretty useless. He wasn't. I think he was quite young back then. He's 33 now, and this was going back 10 years, so he will have been about 22, 23 then. He's done all right since. I've seen. He's got a few informs on FIFA since. I don't know if you've seen. He got a team of the season last year, 90 rated card on FIFA. So he mustn't be doing that bad wherever he is. I think he's out in.
He's been in the Brazil squad, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's been in the Brazil squad as well. Back in he was in the Confederations Cup squad in 2013, and I don't know, he's been in and around even since then as well. And he's doing all right. I think he's in Nagoya Grampus in Japan at the moment, and he's actually doing all right there. He's one of the better players. But yeah, we'll look back at his time at Everton. Like, it was kind of a bit of a weird one. But what memories do you have of Joe?
Well, 2 over-resounding memories for me. One good, one pretty bad. His debut against Bolton Wanderers, I was there with my dad watching the game. We thought we got like a whirly on loan because about 25 minutes in, he takes the ball with his left foot, like a sort of overhead pass to himself, if you will, and then hits it on the half volley. Great, finishes a penalty later on the game, and we thought, got an agreement to buy him of around 8 million, I think it was at the time. They were touting trying to get offers for him. And we thought this is the Yakubu replacement we've needed since the injury. He looked great. He scored another home goal, I think, a few weeks later against Stoke City. And we just looked like, we had a decent, if not spectacular player in our hands. But in terms of the bad memories, I spoke to you off air then, didn't I, Tom? I said, stupidest really thing I remember about Joe was when we played the Merseyside derby. I think it was the following season when he was back at the club. We got beat 2-0, if I remember rightly. But while it was still hanging in the balance and we were 1-0 down, he scored 2 offside goals, and both of them were offside by so much considerable distance that every fan knew he was offside. And especially the first goal, it seemed to take him about 45 seconds worth of celebrating and samba dancing before he realised that everyone in the stadium, apart from him and the linesman, knew that he was offside. And it was just like typical Joe. Like, he ran off celebrating. I think the game was still getting played while he was just in the corner dancing to himself. We were all looking and going, what are you doing? 2 complete offside goals. So it's that's the contrast, between the enigma that was Joe. He's obviously got some ability because, he's been successful in other leagues, in the Brazilian league and especially in the Russian league when he was at CSKA Moscow. But he just wasn't cut out for the Premier League. I think that much was obvious. I've definitely seen worse strikers play for Everton, but I've seen a lot better as well.
Yeah, he obviously had a little bit of competition at the time. I think Louis Saha was there maybe at the time.
Was he? We got to the cup final, wasn't it? But he was cup tied.
Yeah, he's cup tied for the final. Yeah, he could have played. Would he have made a difference in that cup final, do you think?
No.
Not at all.
Of course he wouldn't. To be fair, I actually watched the highlights of that game earlier today. It was on because we're all bored, start of football. I recorded the Everton Chelsea Cup final. It was like a 25-minute highlight thing. The first 3 minutes after we scored, and then I was watching it, I'm thinking, how do we not win this? And then after you see Malouda's shot go well over the line, Lampard get booked for it was a clear penalty. We should have lost the game about 5-1, to be fair. So, I don't think it'd make that much of a difference.
The whole team gave up, really. It was kind of like, right, we've scored now. We'll leave it at that. We've got to go in the cup final.
Howard should have done a lot better for that Lampard goal. Howard is so a fault for that. If that was Pickford now, there'd be knives out for him. Like I say, Malouda had a shot outside the box after that was miles over the line. Lampard got booked when it probably should have been a penalty. and we didn't create anything really of worth apart from Kale at one from 20 yards straight at Petr Cech. So, like I say, I think 2-1 flattered us a bit in the end in that one, and I think we just scored a bit too early, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a big shame, the build up to the game. I remember the build up to the game. So excited as well for that game. But yeah, going back to the big man, it was cup time for obviously the final. He left Everton in strange circumstances in the end. I think he went back to Brazil without permission over Christmas.
Went AWOL over training, and Moyes released him, didn't he? Like as if he needed an excuse.
Yeah, that was the end of Joe. Like, what did you make of that at the time? Were you sad to see him go?
No. There was no point being sad to see him go because Yakubu was conveniently coming back to full fitness there. I think that's what sort of swayed his thinking. But no, of course not. He didn't score in 15 games, did he? I think he did score one in the Europa League, but who cares when you've got a goal record like that? There's literally... There was no love for him, was there? You know, we didn't have the affection that maybe we'd have had for other players of his ability, but when he left and completely forgot about him, really. It was really surprising to see him continue playing for Brazil.
Yeah. Did you hear much about him after he left? Obviously, he went to Atletico Mineiro. I get what he did actually. He went to straight from us. That's Mason Holgate. That's not the same player, thank God.
Probably got a very similar goal record, to be fair.
Yeah, I've looked at that before. Actually, Holgate's got 1 goal for Everton. 1 goal
in the cup.
Yeah, in the cup
It's
against
Watford, wasn't it?
Watford this season. Yeah, mad one. I thought he scored more than that. But yeah, Joe, he went on loan to Galatasaray from Man City while he was, I think, yeah. No, we didn't sign him on a permanent. We got him on loan again.
No, we got him on loan for another season. I wasn't going to correct you.
Sorry, I'll correct myself. Go back, whether we need to edit it out or just leave it. But yeah, that was wrong. We got him on loan again. And then he signed in 2011 for Internacional and then went to Atletico Mineiro, and he formed quite a good partnership up front with Ronaldinho, which is a bit of a mad one.
It wasn't the Ronaldinho, it was the 40-year-old Ronaldinho who was like also part-time working in a Burger King drive-thru, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just kind of like Ronaldinho playing for fun. He probably played for fun in his whole career, but like when he let himself go a little bit. Made 69 league appearances, scored 17 goals in those, moved out to Al Shabab in Dubai, and then Jiangsu Suning in the Chinese Super League. Obviously, Joe's played in China. Went back to Brazil for Corinthians in 2017, and then went back out to Asia in 2018 to Nagoya Grampus, where he is at the moment. And he's got 30 goals in 65 games, which isn't a bad record, obviously. Probably not the best league, but he's doing all right out there. Would you take him back?
Next question, please. Next question, please.
Never.
No point, Dad. Of course not. I wouldn't have had him at the time. I think Marcus Bent's got a record like that in one of them leagues. You know what I mean? It's, good luck to the lad. I didn't have any dislike for him. He seemed to work hard when he was there, but he wasn't good enough. And unfortunately, that's where you kind of draw the line with players like that who don't become a cult hero like your Strachel Lacey's and your Jelovich's. He just wasn't good enough, and he didn't give us any sort of happy big moments that we needed. So I feel very little for him, to be honest.
Would you ever take him back in an Everton Legends team of the future where we're running short on players and we just can't get anyone?
If we're running that short, mate, I think you and me have got a shout.
Yeah.
To be honest,
you can't really call Joe an Everton Legend at all. You can barely call him a player.
I was gonna say, yeah.
He was never here on a permanent deal. Obviously, 2 loan spells, but yeah, that's pretty much what we've got to say about Joe.
He's like an Everton striker from the 90s, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like he belonged in the wrong. He should have been one of them signings by like Peter Johnson, where Walter Smith was there, who just cannonballed. You know what I mean? Just wrong era.
We've had a few of them. Like we had Enner Valencia from West Ham, and I thought he was quite good off the bench as a super sub. Like I quite liked him off the bench. I don't think he was good enough to start, obviously, but I thought, to be honest, I thought he was better than Joe. Like
he probably was ability-wise better than Joe. Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I just remember that summer was the summer where we were supposed to be righting all the wrongs of the past and spending all this money and getting up there. We ended up getting Balassi and Williams, who at the time we thought, yeah, they're good signings. And then we go and get Enner Valencia on loan from West Ham. It was like,
yeah,
what's the point in having all this supposed money and new manager and you got to go and get Enner Valencia on loan?
We were looking for a striker. I think it was the last minute thing, wasn't it? It was kind of like we haven't got any other options, so just chuck any Valencia in the squad because we can't really make.
We may as well have had Nias, give him a locker back.
Yeah.
And Nias is a good example of Nias. Was actually probably better than both of them, in my opinion, ability-wise. But at least he's given us some happy moments, like the win against Bournemouth when he come on and scored the winning goal. So that's what I'm saying about Joe. He's probably going to play a similar amount of games to Nias overall. But we've got no fond memories of Joe, whereas we have got a few tongue-in-cheek memories from Nias's ill-fated spell.
Yeah, but not so much of Joe, unfortunately. So I wonder whether, obviously, give a little plug right now, but I did an interview with Apostolos Velios not long ago on the Toffee Blues channel. He was absolutely fantastic to join us. I wonder whether we can get Joe at some point in the future, but I don't think he'll be anywhere as good.
You'll have to travel. You have to travel a long way, or get a lot of contacts out in South America. It'd be very difficult to get. Dennis Strachwalesi's the goal. Strachwalesi's the goal, mate. I love that guy.
That would be a great interview. I'd honestly love that. He's so passionate.
I think he'd come back for a Legends game. He can come back.
Yeah, even though he's not a legend, he'll come back anyway.
Legend is on time, mate. He's great.
Yeah. I remember he gave an interview as well after he left. I think he spoke to the Everton official website.
Yeah, he wants us to stay, didn't he?
Yeah. He gave an interview like
I can't believe he didn't. Like for a free, he ended up going to San Lorenzo, I think, for a free transfer. Why didn't we get all over that? He wasn't that bad. Again, like you say, he was an impact player, though, wasn't he, as a free transfer?
Exactly. Yeah, he was a grafter, and you could tell, even though he couldn't speak a word of English, you could tell just from his facial expression how much it meant to him. You could tell. I think when he scored offside once. I think he scored, but he was ruled offside. Honestly, the look he gave that linesman, I thought he was going to murder him. Like he stared as he was so.
And he did look like a monster, didn't he? Like he was terrifying.
He was, yeah. He was
terrifying, man.
He was a monster. Yeah, I'd love an interview with him. We've already had his loan partner, Royston Drenthe. David Hughes went out to Rotterdam to interview. That was brilliant. You'd
have a wild night out with him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's a nutter. I was very, very jealous of that one. But,
very good player, though, ability-wise. Very good player.
Yeah.
But he just threw it away. He's actually, you know what? In terms of just raw footballing on his day ability, he's as good as anything I've seen.
Really?
But he's honestly for the ability he had in one sort of spare, but you never get even a full game out of him, let alone a season out of him. But in terms of the actual gifted ability he had, he was incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anyone quicker. And he had a finish on him. You know, he was everything wrong with a footballer in terms of his attitude and his work rate. But in terms of natural ability, he's as good as any I've seen, to be honest.
Really? I think he was, yeah. It was just a shame how he threw it all away. I remember.
Like I say, I can't praise him for any of his conduct or his attitude. All the right decisions were made with him, and look where his career ended up. He ended up quitting at like 29. Yeah. But in terms of actual ability, like he was frightening. He gets on the ball running against you. He was frightening.
He was.
Royston Ricky Drenthe.
We'll leave that one for another. Remember the name, because I'm sure. John,
let me come back on for that one, because I tell you what, I like them as a player.
Yeah, I'm sure. Next time we're on together, we're doing Remember the Name, Royston Drenthe. So we'll sort that out. We'll note that down in the calendar, John, for us. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this segment. I hope you've enjoyed Remember the Name, Joe. Give the video a like, obviously comment your memories of Joe, and subscribe to Toffee Blues. And thanks a lot for watching us. Give us both obviously a follow on social media if you can. That would be a big help. And join us next time on the Toffee Blues.